information is going to be shared tonight. This call is being recorded, and we have a truly unique presenter tonight. And I just want to introduce him very quickly before we start tonight's presentation. He's a husband, father of two, and has been in Karatbars for the last 22 months. And he's also a VIP and founder of the Royal Gold Group. That's an affiliate team. The Royal Gold Academy, where you do training in cryptos and blockchain and on the Karatbit platform. And he's been part of the Royal Gold Traders Network for quite some time, the hub for Karatbit and crypto enthusiasts. Has been doing quite a lot of work in the background as it relates to educating and showing persons how they can capitalize on a very important skill, learn how you can trade. And he's been doing that and will continue to do so in the not too distant future. He is dedicated to educate, inspire, and birth persons to become self sufficient in their financial future. He is also the CEO of IT company GoTech Interactive Media Services, which is also on the merchant platform. And in 2020, that company will be expanding to introduce a blockchain and digital asset department, which will provide consultancy and training and sourcing and supply of crypto assets, and also a facilitator of blockchain development for companies with TNT within Trinidad and Tobago, of course. He considers himself not a prosperity preacher, but a preparation teacher, as he goes about warning others as to the impending economic disasters guaranteed to come and urges persons to put things in place to be protected. Yes, that is indeed truly an amazing CV, King Carlos, as we welcome him tonight on his presentation tonight. Some very interesting information that you want to be taking copious notes. King Carlos, you can go right ahead and share your screen, sir, as we prepare for tonight's presentation. And first of all, I want to welcome everyone that's on the call. Mr. Bruce Yi Ching, Anthony, Alan, Jamal, it's good to have you. Joy, Pat, Roz, Sam, Jerome Wells. Welcome to another Zoom presentation with a difference. So, Pastor Carlos, it's right over to you, sir.
Hello, good night, everyone. Is everyone hearing me?
We can hear you loud and clear, sir. The mic is yours.
Okay, great. Well, I want to welcome you from wherever you may be listening in to this beautiful Isle of Trinidad and Tobago, where we are streaming this webinar live. Today, we want to really continue to share with you the awesome opportunity. And I want to thank Larry for such an awesome work he's been doing continually throughout the past few weeks, months in building this golden opportunity. And so I want to waste no time and get straight into the presentation. And as was mentioned in my CV, so to speak, I spoke about not a prosperity preacher, but a preparation teacher. And so I really believe that, listen, it's time to really begin to warn people about what's coming. And that's why I started off with this beautiful slide that you've seen on your screen there that says that he who has gold always has money. Because the truth and the reality is that there is a recession that's coming ahead. It's a impending recession. And don't take my word for it. The professionals in the field has continually spoken throughout the years and has shown through indicators such as the yield curve inversion that precedes every recession. And guess what? A couple of months ago, we've had one of those yield curve inversions precede or showed up. And so what that has done is it has caused us now to begin to really recognize reality, because every time this indicator has shown up in past, except for two particular times, but all the majority of times, after this curve inversion indicator showed up, there was a recession. And so right now we are clocking into, well, this chart says 121 months to date, but actually much more. And so we are really and truly in a place where it is important that we begin to prepare ourselves for what is to come. Even the Forbes magazine, in an article called Warning Sign by Ivy Walker, they stated that 3 out of 4 economists predict that the U.S. economy will enter a recession by 2021. Some economists are predicting that the next recession could be deeper and more severe than the previous ones, in light of the fact that business and household debts are at higher levels than they were prior to the Great Recession of 2007, 2009. Other economists actually said it could be as devastating as back in the 1930s. But we have to secure ourselves and understand that how can we escape, how can we protect ourselves, how can we arm ourselves to be sure that we will not become victim to such a recession. And without that factor, even if there's no recession, there's also the issues of debt and inflation that we are continuously bombarded with in daily life that basically brings a lot of our pockets into a recession. And so today we want to present to you, if you're a guest on this call tonight, we want to introduce you to the Debt Freedom Plan. The Debt Freedom Plan that is Karatbars International. And so Karatbars International, as you know, is an awesome company that was founded in 2011 by its founder, Harold Seitz. And he desired, and his mission was to get gold into affordable gold pieces, portions into the hands of every person. Because as I showed on the slide earlier, that he who has gold always has money. And so we recognize that this is important for us to have gold. But don't, why should we have gold? And how does gold really protect us? This beautiful chart here will basically give you a synopsis in a very short way of what this company is all about and what we are intending to do. And the fact is that we have to consider the reality that back in even the years of 1920, a car, Ford vehicle was 645 US or 1 kilogram of gold, and now 99 years later, that same Ford vehicle is 40,000 US or 1 kilogram of gold. So the same kilogram of gold continues to maintain and hedge against inflationary situations and continue to preserve purchasing power. And so gold, as we know, has always been the oldest and safest store of value ever since the beginning of time. And so we want to continue to recognize how important gold is in our lives. And so this is why it's so important for us to recognize that, listen, we have to protect ourselves from the impending recession and the debt situation that we are faced with. And so we see that in Karatbars, this company has set up an ecosystem, a dynamic ecosystem that in such a place that could ensure that each and every one of us can get gold into our hands. And so the company, through the acquisitions of gold mines, as we see in Madagascar and in Guinea, and through the acquisition of a coin, a crypto coin that is backed by gold, backed by 135 kilograms of gold that has already been brought in to back that coin, the KBC coin, the Karat gold coin it's called. We see that we have the opportunity that we can actually exchange 100 of these coins for 1 gram of gold. We see that the company in 2017 developed a payment system with something called Karat Pay. You're familiar with PayPal and Apple Pay and Google Pay. Well, we've got Karat Pay, the opportunity that each and every person could actually save gold and actually use gold now for transactions for goods and services. And so much so that the wisdom of this company has actually evolved from since then and has even now brought on merchant platforms where now we have a global payment system by which now we can take that same KBC coin, that gold-backed crypto utility token, and use it for goods and services and exchange it even. And through different aspects of the merchant platform, you can actually convert back to fiat currency. But this company's desire is to shift us from that place of our continual dependency on a fiat monetary system that we continue to use that is affected by debt and inflation. And so in a time of recession, the thing that's going to protect people is what? Is people who hold gold. So that's why the company last year decided to devise and develop and brought out the Karat gold coin, the KBC coin. And the coin really and truly is really a route, an option, so that we can get back into our gold. So that is why in 4th of July last year, it was announced and it was indeed fulfilled, where from now on, holders of KBC coin could actually exchange it for a gram of cash gold. And so this company in its innovation continues to develop systems. And in this ecosystem, the whole desire and the plan is to get gold into our hands. We see that they have already devised and it's already being shipped all over the world. The cash gold vending machine, we call it the CEM, cash gold exchange machine. And you can actually find one of these machines, and with your codes that are generated from a platform called Karatbars, which I'll be going into a little more later on, you can actually exchange these gold-backed cryptocurrency for grams of cash gold. And then you can go to these machines and you can actually extract the gold from where we are at. And so it's so important for us to understand that it's all about, as I just showed there, that I flashed that screen there, it's about a great wealth transfer. It's about the opportunity to be able to shift your mindset from depending on a system of currency that is based in debt and has the potential to bring persons into recession, even as the world system is going into recession. And so this company, through with the center of the operation of the Gold Standard Bank, which in December will be opening their physical branch in Brazil. We are looking forward to that, where you can actually now use that bank as an intermediary to deposit gold and to transact business using the gold-based system. And so the company, in its wisdom, under using a system, a platform called blockchain technology. And I would encourage you, if you never heard about blockchain technology, that you can go on Google, you can find information on blockchain technology all over. They developed a electronic system that now you can use what we call our K1 Impulse phone, which is a voice over blockchain protocol phone. And guess what? This phone creates demand. Every time you use this phone, particularly when you activate the blockchain feature, because our cryptocurrencies are running on that blockchain, we have our own blockchain system called Karatnet that was launched actually just recently in Amsterdam. We now have a Karatnet and a blockchain system by which now we can use communications, our phone, this K1 Impulse phone, and make calls. And so with that, they went even further. And so now persons can actually acquire laptops, a laptop designed to you can now transact business, you can now trade, you can now use the merchant platform, you can use the Karatbars exchange, you can use Karatpay system, and it could be also like a sort of a mini CEM. I understand that you can actually use this WIM encrypted laptop that has some awesome features, that has an encrypted key that activates the blockchain service, that has what we call the Windows operating system, as well as the crypto data operating system. You can now use the WIM encrypted laptop and begin to transact business. The ecosystem of Karatbars is designed to get gold into the hands of the people. Why? Because gold continues, it is the oldest, as I said before, and the safest store of value since generations. And so it is such an awesome privilege to be able to be part of this awesome company. And guess what? It doesn't stop there. You can earn residual income. You can receive transaction-based commissions from the bank in the future. You can, this will bring you into a place where you will experience income generation, asset protection, asset growth, and privacy through the blockchain system of the Impulse phone, the whole transactionary aspects of the Karat Gold coin, and the WIM encrypted laptop. And so it is this beautiful system that we have that is setting people free already who are part of this Karatbars system. And so we are here tonight to really encourage each and every one. If you're the first time on this call and you never heard about Karatbars, we encourage you to get back to the person who invited you on this call. And if you need more information, and of course you can always send questions on the chat, which I'm sure our host will be able to assist in answering, but you can get more information out here that can really help you to understand the dynamics of this awesome company. But you know what? I want to tell you, we have packages right now that ranges from 150 euro to €1 million, and it contains both coins, cash gold, And of course, you can also get bonuses as phones and even the WIM laptop computer. But these packages end on December 15th. That's just a matter of weeks, probably about 4 weeks, I believe. So the thing is, people, it's about time to really do not stick, as I say, because if you stick, you get the click. You hear me? If you stick, you get the click. This is the opportunity to get your hand and get involved in a payment system and in a savings platform that can really liberate you and free you. And so this is why we are saying here at Karatbars, this company, again, formed in 2011, has been growing from leaps and bounds and continue to expand its asset base and its influence all over the world, being in over 140 countries with over 800,000 persons or so in the business already. So you want to be a part of this. You want to be a part of success. You want to be a part of the next thing that is about to happen in this world that many do not know is happening already. So you want to be a part of that. This whole system of Karatbars International is to get gold into your hands. We have other systems where you actually can share the business and earn commissions as well. So it's a beautiful system that one way or another, you can access income, not just for today, but you can save in gold for tomorrow for your children and your generation. It's really a wealth transfer that's taking place. It's the opportunity to get this gold out of the reserves of the mines and into your hands, because the great wealthy persons of the world understand this, and this is why they continue to save in gold. So we want to encourage you to start building gold bullions and digital assets today. And as we continue, I want to just warn you and urge you, let you know that, listen, the clock is ticking. It's time, it's time, it's time. Do not, as I say, stick. The opportunities are now. You need to get on and get involved in Karatbars. And listen, we're coming down to Christmas time and people buy the ham and the curtain. I told a guy today, listen, before you buy the ham and the curtain, you get some of your gold, get something in gold, because ham and curtain will pass away after Christmas, but gold will last for generations. So the clock is ticking, people. Get your packages. If you haven't gotten one yet, you have the opportunity to get one. Now is the time. And so with that, I want to spend a little time tonight on the Caribbean Exchange. And I know that there are a lot of persons who are in the business and who are affiliates of Karatbars who are on this call tonight. And I know that a lot of you may have bought a package and that's all you may have done, and you really haven't really explored the other aspects and other avenues of the business, and some may have even had great challenges exploring other aspects of the business. But tonight I want to go in this short period of time we have to just begin to talk about the Caribbean Exchange. As you know, the Caribbean Exchange was launched November 2018 by Karatbars, and it offers a platform for high frequency trading, the exchanging of assets such as cryptocurrencies, fiat, and gold with adequate security features and with a simplified trading interface. And this is what the Caribbean Exchange basically is. And so a lot of persons are not aware. They hear about the Caribbean, they know that their coins have to go there, and they know that that's a platform that will be utilized to be able to, in some people's terms, cash out, or hopefully want to be able to do that. But the Caribbean is so much more. It's so much more, because the Caribbean Exchange is actually a very critical component in the whole Karatbars ecosystem. And it does provide the function, as I say, of wealth generation, asset liquidation, crypto storage, and crypto multiplication. Anyone who doesn't get a grasp of this will be denying themselves potential additional income streams. And so we do not want you to lose out on all the opportunities that there is in this platform. I sent a message to someone today and I say, it's time to get mad. And what do I mean when I say get mad? It's time to get mad. Mad, M for maximize, and A for and D for develop. It's time to maximize and develop your understanding and your interest and your involvement in the functionality of the ecosystem, because it's going to benefit you. And so this is why, as I said before, why should I be interested in the exchange? Is because it's the avenue for wealth generation. You want to be able to generate wealth. This is a platform by which you can basically generate wealth. It's also the platform by which you can exchange those coins, those utility tokens of the KBC coin, and you can exchange it for assets. You can, as I said before, 100 grams of gold, 100 KBC coins for a gram of gold, and you can go onto the Caribbean exchange. But a lot of people don't even know how to get there, how to take that pathway. Well, we won't be able to cover everything tonight, but what we can cover, and I'll go into it in a short while, is basically the beginning stages, because a lot of people don't know the beginning stages. And so it is indeed very suitable for liquidation purposes. And so we know that the exchange is still developing, even though, I understand today there's some other features that have been added on just today. I'm yet to confirm that, but I understand that the US DT crypto utility token has also been added on. But it's such an awesome thing when you have access. And I know a lot of people ask that question: how can I access? Well, the Carbon Exchange is the point of access, or at least one of the point of access. It's also the place where you can store your crypto, you can store your utility token, you can store Bitcoin, you can store Ethereum, you can store your gold, your univals, you can store US dollars as well. You can store your KBC coins and your KCBs for a very short time before it hard forks. You can also store these coins in this exchange. And so it's a form of a wallet system that which you can also hold your coins. I know before this was developed, there were other systems we were using, but guess what? The security was an issue. The security was a challenge. This is why Karatbit, being managed and monitored, of course, by our own companies of Karatbars, or subsidiary companies of Karatbars, we are taking great lengths, the companies taking great lengths to ensure that your assets are secure. And so even in this platform, you have the ability to expand your assets. That's why you should be interested in the exchange. Listen, so if you've never been interested in the exchange, now is the time to get involved, because here's what's going to happen. Come next year, come the end of the ICO, come the time of hard fork, people want to have access. But listen, if you haven't done anything with the Caribbean Exchange, if you haven't been familiar with it, how can you then begin? And so I make a joke. I tell people, listen, I will be probably in some other country. Don't call me at that time, because you had all this time to get the information. People, this is the time. And I love the idea that, through Michael Ammon and the awesome team of Karatbars in Trinidad, we have the gold cash flow system by which you can also go on and get tutorials and get training on the whole idea of the Caribbean Exchange. You see, in order to be effective now, so in order to be effective and working on the Caribbean platform, there are certain things that you need to ensure that has been taken care of. And one of those things is we must have had your KYC Karatbars approval firstly. And the reason why you want to do that is because you want to be able to deposit your cash goal into the system, and you have to be able to use Carrot Pay to do that. So that's why it's so important. So a Carrot Pay account should be activated. And so all these are pathways to Caribbean platform. So you have to ensure that these things are okay and are online. You load the cash goal in the Carrot Pay e-wallet. And I know Michael has been doing some awesome training tips and tricks, and I know his training will cover some of these things. You have to ensure, wow, this is an important one. People have not been, or some people don't even understand the whole idea of the Google two-factor authentication. this is a security feature. Just imagine you going to Fort Knox and you reach the door of Fort Knox. You think you could just access the keypad with the codes from yesterday to get the golden Fort Knox? No, no, no. Every single day, those codes change. And so there's a new code in order to access the vault of the Fort Knox. It's the same system. You have gold stored, you have potential gold, you have gold-backed coins inside your Cardbit system. You need to get that. You need to get a system of security that will give you codes that will protect you from the scammers and the schemers and the thieves that are out there. So you want to ensure that you have that. And then we have to also set up our Cardbit KYC, that's know your customer, and get approval up to platinum level. Now, I may be touching on platinum level tonight, but that's something that you do have to do. And I'm sure we're talking with Larry and others. I'm going to be back here most likely sometime next week. But the thing is, it's important for you to get these things online. And then another point, ensure that your Cardbit ID is the same on Karatbars. Well, I said same there, but it's the same. Ensure your Cardbit ID is the same as it's recorded on Karatbars. And I'm going to show you these things very briefly. So first of all, I need to go into the Cardbit platform. I go to www.cardbit.com and then I click on a login. As I click on login, I'm going to come to a page. And listen, if you're new, then you have to basically go through the same feature where you have to set up. You could put in your information as a new person, email and your password. But if you've already been in Cardbit and you haven't done anything for months, and we know that since then they have upgraded a lot of the systems and put things in place, you want to be able to go and re-access your Cardbit system. So you want to go on and you want to click forget password, as you see it's highlighted there, both on the top and the bottom. And when you click forget password, you're going to get a page that's going to come up where you can enter your email address. When you enter your email address, you basically click send email. What will happen? You'll get a notification that will tell you we have sent the notification on your email. And so inbox, check your inbox or check your spam and show that you have it. How does it look on your email? This is how it looks. You'll see it looks something like this, where there's a button that will show up that will tell, listen, reset your password. Now listen to me, people. Your gold and your crypto assets are very valuable and very precious. And so you have to go all out to ensure that things are secure. If you did not get an email like this, if it doesn't look like this and you find it looks strange, there are things that you can do to ensure that that email that you're getting is legitimate, because we understand that there are scammers and schemers that even trying to get into your email to get information about your Cardbit. And so if you do have that, listen, you just click on that HTTPS user URL, cardbit.com/check email. And then you see at the bottom of your email, you're supposed to see a code like this, arrow points to the bottom of the screen on your right there. You're supposed to see a code there. What they're going to do is when you're going to copy that, and then you open up check email and you paste it into that. And when you paste it into that, it will show whether it's authenticated, an authentic email or not. As long as you do that, then listen, everything is great. So then we go to the next thing. So you click your reset password, and you begin to enter your email address, and you begin to establish your password. Remember, people, your password must have at least one uppercase, one lowercase, one digit, and one symbol, and be a minimum of 7 characters or 7 letters. And so ensure that you do this properly, and then you confirm your password, and then you click reset. So it's important to ensure and make sure that your password and all that is up to date. It's secure. Don't use the same password as your email, right? Don't use password 123 4, please. There are some people who use password 123 4 for everything. Please don't do that, right? Find a unique password, because this is your assets, and security, if not anything else, is something that this company cares about. But listen, if you have not done all to secure your assets, then don't call the company and complain. I had to learn this in one way or another. I'll share that story probably with you another time. So we must ensure that our things are secure and that our information is proper, right? And so you log in using your email address and you enter your password, and then you click, and when you click, what's going to happen is going to see this little box here come up, and you say check captcha. Click that box, and that is a feature that's been added as well, not just on Karatbit but also on Karatbars or Karatgold. You will see this sometimes. You click that captcha code, and then what you do, you click and make sure that you're not a robot. I hope that there isn't any robots, and you click that capture code, and of course you're going to see one of this where you have to use your intelligence and decide, well, okay, what is what, verify, and as soon as you verify, you get inside, and you're inside, you're going to go to your dashboard, because most of us who haven't visited our dashboard for a while will be quite excited to go to our dashboard. When you go to your dashboard, you're not going to see anything except that you need to activate your two-factor authenticator. So you activate your two-factor authenticator. How do I do that? I go into settings, and then I go to this two-factor, and I, as you see there, print a copy or write down your secret code. You'll see there's a QR code that we generated, a screenshot. You take a screenshot and save it, print it, put it in your vault. Let me tell you, when I was so excited about joining Karatbit, I didn't know I had to do that at the start, and I didn't do it, and I had some stress, and still having some stress or some things, but it's working out. But so I'm telling you, people, from experience, you need to save this information. You save the manual code as well, because this manual code will be considered a type of recovery code that you can use in the future if your phone is damaged, or you lose your phone, or water falls on it, or it fell in the bathroom or wherever. You need to have this code. And of course, you're going to have to download the app, the Google Authenticator app, right? Go on Google Play Store, type in Google Authenticator, and you're going to see a gray G, and you download that Google Authenticator app. Some other people uses other apps, but I found that Google Authenticator is quite fine and all right. And you can scan that. They're going to ask you permission, go through the instructions on the app on the phone, and you're going to have to scan that QR code. What will happen is a 6-digit code will be generated and will change every 30 seconds, by which then you have to enter it into the second line here, enter code from Google Authenticator, and then click. As soon as you click, and it goes through, you're going to see two-factor authenticator is already enabled. And so you're going to have to be able to do this to ensure that your code is correct. And then what do you do then? Well, listen, the code will change every 30 seconds. So you know, some people get panicky. They come out of it and they say, but wait, now the code I used to last time change. How am I gonna? It's a new code. Every 30 seconds, the code will change. You try to enter it into that area marked secret, and you're gonna do that before 30 seconds are over, and it will go through. And then you go back, of course, to your regular page, and you log in now with your email address and your new set password. And as you have done that, then what they're going to do is they're going to see this bar come up, your 2FA code. And so you go to your phone, you click the G, and you type in the 6-digit code, and you click. Voila. It will open up. The Karatbit being on the Karatnet, our blockchain, has been moving very fast and very quick. So it doesn't take long for voila, for that code to be authenticated, and so you get access into your screen. And then now you are in your you could see your markets, you could see your dashboard. All right, I don't want to show my dashboard. All right, but the thing is, you can see all the platform of the Karatbit exchange. There's one thing I want to say, and I'm going to close off here very soon, is that you want to be able to ensure if you look under the menu where there's home, markets, dashboard, settings, and logout, there's a area that's been shaded out. There is a ID number that shows up there, and that ID number will have in a certain part of it the underlined area. What you have to do is you have to ensure you have to go now into your Karatbars account, and on the bottom, what you see, this is it in the Karatbit on this side here, the user ID, and you have to ensure that it matches the user ID in the Karatbars site, because when you purchase packages and their coins sitting on the dashboard, it needs to go over into the wallet system on the dashboard of your Karatbit system. So you need to ensure that this user ID is matching the user ID on your Karatbars site or your Karat Gold, as the case may be. It would be at the bottom. You're going to see it, a very funny long writing, encrypted like writing there. And you're going to have to ensure that it matches. Once it matches, it means that your account is linked. If your account is not linked, then what you need to do is you need to go back to settings in your Karatbit account. You need to go back to settings, and you're going to see the area marked Karatbars authorization. You're going to see that there's a logo there, and you want to click that logo. When you click that logo, what a message will come up telling you to enter, a box will open up, and you have to enter your email, actually your username and your password for your Karatbars account. So you're going to enter your username and your password for your Karatbars account when that dialog box open. And what that does, it now creates the link between your Karatbit and your Karatbars. And then of course now you restart the sites, the both sites, you restart it, and then you check to ensure that the numbers are the same and linked. It's very critical and important for that to be there, because let me tell you something. If you don't do this and your coins sit on your dashboard, here's what a big bold note I put out for you tonight. If your coins are still on your dashboard and you haven't linked your account, here's what's going to happen. When the hard fork takes place, your coins can possibly get burnt, because your coins will never design and designed to stay on your dashboard, lingering on your dashboard. The Karatbit system is designed that every 2 weeks they send coins. That if you buy a package, every 2 weeks they refresh and they send your coins. So if you buy within a 2 week period, within a 2 week period, your coins usually get moved over to your Karatbit. If it has not been moved, you send a message to support through the right hand corner, the button, support button, and you send that message to them, tell them, listen, I need to get my coins in my wallets in my Karatbit account. Because the day when hard fork takes place, and we know that it's going to be sometime at the end of December. So listen, every one of you should be going to your dashboard and checking to see if there are any coins lingering in there. You want to have the account linked so that your coins can move to the safe haven of the Karatbit exchange, right? So I just want to continue to encourage you all, each and every one of you all here tonight, to really take interest. This thing is recorded, this training is recorded, so you can't go over all that I've said, because I know I've been moving like a speedo train tonight. But the thing is, I just want to get this information, especially now before December, when the hard fork is taking place. You don't want to lose your purchases, your savings. So you want to ensure that these things are in place. I want to close with this simple diagram, this picture. If you understood residual income, you would walk through a brick wall to get it. And why I bring up that is because there's some people, sometimes, some of us, if we don't have all the information or we understand things and we have problems with the Karatbit system, we say, listen, I'm getting problems, I give up. Listen, do what is necessary to receive the residual benefits of using the Karatbit system. And so I want to close tonight. I'm going to hand back over to Larry. I want to thank you all for being such a good group of people listening. And I want to, encourage you to continue to listen, continue to tap in, continue to stay plugged in. And I just want to picture a plugin that also, I have also available for people who are interested trading crypto for beginners. And we could always talk more on that and get more information on that. You could actually come and learn systems about the Karatbit platform. So with that, I want to hand back over to King Larry, and I thank all of you all for being such a good audience tonight. God bless.
Wow, 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 wow. That's all I would say. Hats off to you, King Carlos. truly an amazing presentation. As you can see, the leadership team has been doing a fantastic job as we are continuing our ongoing education series, because it's important for us to understand, because knowledge is not power unless it's applied. Hats off to you, Pastor Carlos. We will be having much more. So you can look forward next week, Thursday, for continued education series along the carrot bit and much, much more. So much to learn in our Karatbar universe. But here's what's important, guys. This gives you truly an amazing opportunity to create some additional income streams by learning this. All right. So fantastic presentation. I just want to shout out many of our attendees. We're just under 40 persons tonight. Truly an amazing accomplishment. It shows that many of our people all over the Caribbean are, in fact, seeing the importance and the value of these Zoom calls. So it really is encouraging to see so many persons on these calls. Hats off to Jamaica. Jamaica's in the house. All right, to see Andrea Campbell is actually there. Good night to you, my dear. It's good to have you on the call. We have Dr. Homer is actually in Barbados. Barbados is in the house, apart from Trinidad and Tobago. Of course, we are well over our allotted time, but it's never too much to give some of our attendees the opportunity to actually say something. I really want to put Mr. Homer, Dr. Homer actually, on the spot. Doc, I want to ask you to say a few words. All right, just 2 minutes or less. I'm unmuting your mic right now. Can you hear me? All right, I'm not sure if Dr. Homer can actually hear me. If you can, your mic is unmuted at this point in time. All right, so he may not be available. I'm just going to take one more call as we close off. We're going to have Mr. Michael Aman, who is, I believe, on the call still. I may have jumped off a little bit. All right, I'm going to ask Mr. Modest to actually shine in on tonight's presentation with King Carlos. Marlon,
Wow. Good night, everyone.
good night.
Wow. This was fantastic. I was on my phone here, set it up on my status at the same time, and I was like, I haven't eaten at all. And I could tell you, this was on fire from day one. This man started, wow, I am blown away. I learned so much things, and I'm a guy who is, I think I know a good bit of the carrot bit, and I learned. So thank you, Pastor Carlos Sorelli, or King Carlos as they call it now, for this session tonight. I am looking for this recording. I'm going back and listen and watch this. And that last part where you said that our coins could be burnt if it's on our dashboard, I think that is critical information. So thanks again, Pastor Carlos. Thanks, Mr. Larry.
Thank you so much, Marlon. Yes, it's very critical indeed. So, guys, I'm going to wrap up tonight's call. This call is going to be posted a little later on tonight. As I come off the Zoom, it will be available within the hour. So, as I wrap up tonight's call, Pastor Carlos, King Carlos spoke a lot about wealth creation, wealth generation, asset exchange, the liquidation purposes, crypto storage, and of course, asset expansion. These are just the beginning of so many possibilities that exist in the Carrot Bar universe. So you want to stay tuned in for our Zoom presentations. We have another one coming up tomorrow. Possibly Mr. Jamal Alisha is going to be on. He's a bit under the weather right now, and he's going to be coming in with a different spin in terms of the blockchain. And we're going to continue our series of educating and giving you the information that is so critical for you to build your business. So, guys, I want to thank you so much for being on this call tonight. And it was really an honor to have so many persons, just under 40 persons. Amazing, guys. So thank you so much for being on the call. And we're going to wrap up now. I'm just going to continue to play a very important video that Pastor Carlos wanted me to play. Starts with Me by Toby Mac. All right. So good night to you guys. And we'll definitely touch base